Okay, now we're going to talk about staining a slide because we saw some slides in the last part that were stained. So we're going to talk about doing that, and we're going to talk about how we do that. So we're going to use an onion, and we're going to wet mount this. So I'm not just going to hack off a piece of it and put it right there on my slide. What I need to do is I need to get a really thin layer of this onion. And you'll see if I can peel it back and remove a layer. And like I mentioned, we are going to wet mount it. So we're going to place this in the center of the slide, and we're going to try to flatten it out as much as we possibly can. And of course, our next step of our wet mount is to put a drop of water onto the specimen, then cover slip at a 45-degree angle and let it drop into place. Now, my slide is ready for viewing. So what I'm going to do, make sure I'm on low power, stage is lowered, and I am going to view my onion. Move the course adjuster close to me, towards me, until I can see it. Wow, that is neat. And I can feel free to move it to medium power to see it in a bit more detail, or even at high power. But I'm going to stick for medium right now. And I need to draw what I see. So exactly what I see in my field of view is what I'm going to draw right here. Remembering that I need to label some of the organelles that we labeled in the first section. So maybe you're labeling the cell wall, the cell membrane, the cytoplasm, or the nucleus. Maybe some, maybe all. Then after I've done that, I need to move back to low power and remove my slide. Now, I am going to use the process of staining at this time. So what I need is a solution called Lugol's solution, and this is a yellow-based stain. And be very careful, because if you get this on your clothes, it will not come out because it is a stain. So what I'm going to do is take some of the Lugol's up into my dropper, and I'm going to put it on the one of the sides of the slide. And you'll notice you can see my cover slip right here. I'm going to put it on the edge here. I'm not going to put it on the top. I'm going to put it on the edge. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to put it on the other edge to draw that stain through. Oopsie. So I'm going to put some of that Lugol's there, and it's just going to pull it right through. So I'm going to put my paper towel here, and it's pulling it through, and you can see it just sliding right underneath that cover slip. So it's staining my onion cells. So once they're stained, they're ready to view again. So remember, I viewed them first when they're not stained, and then I'm going to view them again. So I put it up, move it close to me. Oh wow, wow, interesting. Move it to medium. I can move it around, move my slide around, and there it looks a bit different. So yours should also look a bit different. So what I drew here is going to look a tiny bit different than what I'm going to draw here. So I'm going to draw and label again what I see in my field of view. And then I'm going to think to myself, how did the onion cells look before and after? Therefore, what is the purpose of staining them? Why do we stain cells? And hopefully you'll be able to see the before and after of staining the slide.